new Harrow project was the first stage in change for the council. It put all our services out on an area basis and has been very popular with the public. The next stage is the Business Transformation Partnership, which will enable us to put large investment in our back office and IT systems. The Harrow Corporate University acts as a bridge between the two because it will be about training and developing our staff so they can use the investment properly.
4 in 10 of our staff are not receiving any sort of formal training that they recognise or that is part of their annual performance plan. Now that's an enormous number of people for an organisation the size of Harrow. And we also know, and it's not difficult to guesstimate this, that those 40% are predominantly frontline workers. So there's a huge number of people that we need to do something for. And those 40% of staff that currently have no access to learning within their daily work need it just as much as senior managers.
We are embarked on several other big changes at the moment. One of those is working with the Harrow Strategic Partnership on looking at all the public sector services in Harrow so they meet the needs of the public. We're also working with the voluntary sector on a community engagement strategy, and both of those strands will come together as the voluntary sector start to benefit from the training and development that we can offer through the HCU. The Business Transformation Partnership itself is a huge investment in council services, its IT systems, and this will work very well with performance management so we can start planning our services effectively and measuring what we deliver.
Can you just give us a hand of these foundations?
I think it's absolutely vital and in fact critical that we have a strong, well-embedded learning culture across this organisation. We face enormous challenges as an organisation in the years to come. There's a changing demography all around us. There's the onslaught of technology that we can barely understand at the moment, passing through our lives, and this juggernaut won't wait for us to jump on board. If you bring all of that together, you realise that the local communities of Harrow are now more demanding and more articulate than they have ever been. Second best is no longer good enough for them.
Can you just confirm whether you pay rent?
Yes.
Do you pay rent to the council or to a housing association?
Being in a learning culture is very important to us because the nature of our job is that we're constantly changing. When we visit customers, they often tell us the ways we could improve our service to them. We constantly have to change the way that we're learning, and that involves having regular updates on our training as well, so that we're more aware of what the customers want from the services that we're providing.
A lot of staff are very excited by the ICT technology that's coming into schools at the moment, but they also find it quite intimidating. Continual learning is really important for staff so that they can take on the new technology that's coming into schools all of the time. I would like to see opportunities for all staff to be able to identify areas that they would like to develop so that we all have access to the training that we need so that we can all be learning. The job's so much more exciting when you can learn new things and pass those on to children.
Good morning. Can you put me through to environmental health, please?
A successful and well-embedded learning culture does not rely on any quick fixes. It's about a way of life. It is really about transforming the way in which we approach everything that we do. I mean, fundamental to it is a belief that learning can change lives. It can change organisations. The Harrow Corporate University, the HCU, will not be an empire in itself. It will be a very small group of people working collectively with all of our partners, internal and external, trying to explore the shared objectives that we have. How can we come together, think smarter and act smarter, and use learning as a tool to address the various objectives that are dear to all of us?
I see corporate university as a tool, as a major resource which will help every employee and actually make the council more effective. The launch of HCU demonstrated that very enthusiasm that I find everywhere within the borough. There's tremendous participation from whole cross-section of various members, both in terms of employees of our council. We had key stakeholders, we had representatives of voluntary sector. The comments and the response we had was absolutely amazing. They were very much fired up. They were very, very keen to become partners in the true sense, to contribute to the success of HCU.
I think the HCU is the most exciting project in local government that I've been involved in for my entire career. We have large sums of money to invest in the project, but more importantly, the staff, the voluntary sector and all of our partners have been really enthusiastic about looking at the training we need to offer, the development opportunities and the personal opportunities that come from a project of this nature.
The HCU has started. Work is underway at the moment in terms of the first year's objectives, and we should be seeing very publicly some of that work coming to fruition, and more people across the organisation beginning to realise what HCU can do for them.